Hello, hello, hello. I am your host, Rabbi Zevi Weinberg, Marriage Minute. So today, unfortunately, I had to deal with, my training as a mediator. I love doing marriage mediation, which is really important. And feel free to contact me. Go through my website, KabbalahWisdom.org, because that is what it's all about, communication. But I did do kind of mediate a divorce. And I had occasion to mention something which is really important about marriage, and that is that, we have to be careful with our words. There's an interesting thing. I remember my grandmother, who's a very clever woman, she said, why is it that sometimes, maybe because she came from Russia and maybe I was American, or she would ask intellectual questions, why is it sometimes that men will treat or speak to the cleaning lady with more respect than their own spouse? And it's an interesting question. And you can't say that they don't love their spouse, but why is there more respect to the cleaning lady than their own spouse? And the reason is, it's actually brought down in Kabbalah, is ironically, the more we love someone, the less we fear them. So you speak with respect usually to people that you fear or that you don't know what their negative reaction will be. But ironically, when you love someone, you often don't treat them with the same amount of fear and respect, because you're very comfortable with them, and you certainly know that they're not going to beat you up if you say something rude. And so this is the most important advice that truly exists. When I was standing under the chuppah, my uncle, a great rabbi, said that, it's the words we use that make or break a relationship. And one of the most important things that we can do really is we can choose to never use criticism, even if you're criticized, because ironically, sometimes we get into negative space. When do we criticize people? We criticize them when we're feeling down and anxious, and subconsciously we get jealous. That's when we criticize. If you can understand that when your spouse is criticizing you, they're not criticizing you. They don't really think that you did something so terrible. What they're really doing is they're saying, it's not fair that you're happy and I'm miserable. So the antidote, and this is a Kabbalistic principle, is called Hamtakas Hadinim B'Sharshim. You have to look at the source of the problem, which is that they're feeling miserable. You have to try to make them more happy. But usually what we do is you needled me, I'm going to needle you. And then you escalate. You turned a little fire into a big fire. That's why King Solomon in his wisdom said, a very, very slow and deliberate and gentle answer pushes away anger. So this is the exercise. I want you to try for the next 5 times that you get criticized to do a slow and gentle, deliberate answer. Good luck. Let me know.